What's going on, YouTube? It is the update nobody asked for. But before I begin, dead heat, y'all. Pre-orders went up on Tuesday for the new album. I don't know if there's still any copies left. I got mine. Oh. Shit rages. I'm gonna turn it down though. I've been sitting on some video ideas for a while. I mean, I guess since the last video dropped. I don't remember when that was at this point. And I just keep putting shit off for no real reason other than, do y'all even fucking care? Wait. Shit is so good. It's so good. So good when it hits your lips. Anyway, one of the ideas I've been sitting on as far as uploads go, y'all know I collect tapes. I don't hide that. I probably buy more tapes than vinyl these days. It's a problem. It's my cross to bear, but I bear it gladly. And of my collection, I've managed to acquire some uncommon cassettes. Now, I've shown you some fucking gems in the past, some rare shit that probably kind of expensive. This isn't really a rundown of like, these are my most expensive cassettes according to Discogs. I could have done that, but, you know, I don't like to flex too much. But fuck it, we're gonna show you some shit that is not super easy to find. At least from my experience. Some of these were purchased on the internet, some were purchased in physical brick and mortar shops. Actually, most of them I think came from brick and mortars. What I did was I kind of arranged them by when they came out. So there's no real order there besides that. And they're all fucking cool pieces that I don't know, I'm pretty fucking stoked to have, pretty fucking stoked to show. And let's just bust this out real quick, right? So we got 10 here. First one we're gonna start with, personal favorite of mine. In fact, my favorite of this particular band, that's this one. Sabotage by Black Sabbath. This is the Ariston version out of Italy. And it is a cool tape, man. Old school yellow labels on the black tape shell. I'm a sucker for that shit. I know it's goofy. Look at that logo. Look at that logo. One of the cool things about this tape, and I think one of the things that makes this particular company's releases a little bit sought after, are the leaders on the tape. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I hope so. I hope the focus on my shit allows you to fucking see why this is cool. One of the reasons why this is cool. Maybe. Oh, no. This is a struggle here, let me tell you. I don't know. Did you see that? Did you catch it? The fucking label logo is on the tape leader. You never see that shit. And I think that's actually something that's was at one point fairly common with Ariston tape releases. We're going to be looking at another one which does not feature that element, that little bit of coolness, but it's still cool. Sabotage. What to say about Sabotage? Shit, I already put it down. I love this album. Hole in the Sky, fucking Megalomania, Symptom of the Universe, Thrill of It All. I mean, every fucking track on here is fitting. Just fucking amazing. Amazing. After this, Volume 4, Sabbath Blaze Sabbath after that, Volume 3 after that, then self-titled, and then Paranoid. That's at least my ranking of the Sabbath releases with Ozzy. Next tape. Dictators. Fuck them if they can't take a joke. Live. 1981. And this fucking tape was released by ROIR. It's got a real nice write-up of the Dictators on the inside, courtesy of Richard Meltzer. And this is just a live set that the Dictators played in 1981. 16-track mixing console, February 11th. It doesn't say where. It's kind of a bummer. But it's a fucking great album of the Dictators, just rocking through all of their most essential material. You got the Red Shell, which I believe ROIR generally used the Red Shell, if I'm not mistaken. Red or black. Never clear, never white, to my knowledge. But yeah, Dictators. Proto-punk. I wouldn't quite put them up with like MC5 or the Stooges. They were kind of in their own class. A little bit glam, a little bit proto-punk. All attitude, all snottiness. You got Ross the Boss, Dick Manitoba, among the rest of the fucking band. Great shit. I mean, this next big thing, Two Tub Man, Science Gone Too Far. I think everybody's personal favorite, Minnesota Strip. If you're not familiar with Minnesota Strip, but you're a Danzig fan, then you probably are Minnesota Strip familiar, because basically lifted the fucking guitar lick from was it Twist of Cain on Minnesota Strip, and this fucking shit, it's great. Just fucking anarchic rock and roll, and it rules. God, this fucking album. I haven't spun this in forever. I don't care if I get a copyright strike. Alright, back on track. Next tape I want to show. Angelic Upstarts with Angel Dust, The Collected Highs, 1978 to 1983. I just kind of put it after the Dictators because it does extend to 83. This is a cassette released by Anagram, and that was a label out of, I'm not quite sure where Anagram was based out of. I want to say France. I probably am not correct. But no, wait. Yeah, maybe the UK, actually, not the fucking France. Sorry, anybody from the UK I may have offended there. At any rate, this is a collection of, as it says, Collected Highs. A lot of fucking great Angelic Upstarts tracks on here, off of various Angelic Upstarts releases. If you're not familiar with Angelic Upstarts, they were a punk band from the UK. Got started in the late 70s, right around the same time as like The Clash, Cockspur, even the fucking Discharge As You Know Them were playing gigs in 77, 78, along with Angelic Upstarts. They kind of, in the later years, I think want to say, leaned a little bit into like the UK 82 sound, but given that they were pre-UK 82, almost 77 style. If you're familiar with fucking Combat Rock, no, not Combat Rock, the first Clash record, and Give 'Em Enough Rope, it's kind of in that style. And famously, at one point, prior to the 80s, I want to say, featured Evo, who would go on to play with Warfare, the new wave of British heavy metal band, which is a great fucking project as well. And he was also involved with The Blood on their False Gestures for a Devious Public LP. This is great stuff. Some of it may be a little soft for you fucking metalheads. There are tracks on here that lean into fucking reggae, which I'm not huge on, but I mean, the Clash were doing it. Angelic Upstarts did it. I think the Angelic Upstarts did it better than the Clash. It's a controversial opinion. Hot take from Eric Bauer. Let's look at the next cassette. Oh shit, that side's already over. Jesus. I might have to pick another record. Either that or I'm gonna have to go faster through these fucking cassettes. You're gonna watch me fucking flip this shit. This record rules though. I'm super stoked on the new one. Very nice fucking vinyl treatment from Edgewood Records. It's just this album putting nardcore back on the map. Dead heat. Shit rules. Next cassette we're gonna look at Twisted fucking Sister. Under the Blade. Under the Blade. Yes, I love this record. I love this record. I don't really care that much for anything that Twisted Sister did after this. But this has all the fucking hits. What You Don't Know, Bad Boys, Run For Your Life, Sin After Sin, Destroyer, the title track, Under the Blade. Every cut on here is fucking lethal. Don't mistake the look of the band here. And unfortunately, since it's a tape, it does not capture their other personas on the flip side, as the record does, the LP, denim and fucking leather. I mean, if you don't know this fucking album, I don't really know what to tell you. It's another Ariston release. Very, very simple fucking J card with the track listing and label info. It's recorded in Dolby. Fucking Dolby. Dolby. And again, yellow labels on a white tape, not a black tape this time around. And unfortunately, does not have the fancy pants leader, but I mean, you know, it's a nice touch, but who really fucking looks at that shit anyway? It's about the music, right? About the music. This isn't rare. It's not expensive when you find it. I just never see it. It's a secret slash Ariston release. After this, it got picked up by is it EMI or Enigma, and they did some fucking around with track titles for later releases of this album. For my money, give me the Secret Records version all day. Rules. Check it out. Next album, we're gonna look at another rarity. Fucking Tank. Armor Plated. What is Armor Plated, you might ask? Armor Plated is a collection. It's a long play cassette as designated on the spine of Tank. Now, are you not familiar with Tank? Tank rules. Basically a brainchild of Algie Ward, previously with Saints, then of the Damned, then went on to do Tank for basically the rest of his career. You got a white shell. Cool shit, also in Dolby. Now, what is Armor Plated? It is not one of their full lengths. It is a collection, basically, of some of the best cuts off of the first 2 albums, plus B-sides and singles. So you might hear a cut here or there from This Means War, I believe. I could be wrong about that. There might not actually be anything off of This Means War, but there are cuts from Filth Hounds as well as Power of the Hunter. And then, like I said, B-sides and singles. And it's fucking great. All the songs on here are fucking good. Don't Walk Away, one of their most well-known songs. Fucking, She Fell in Love with a Stormtrooper, that song fucking slays all day. I want to say it's a little bit of a different version from what is on Filth Hounds. Fucking Biting and Scratching, Used Leather, Hanging Loose, Blood, Guts, and Beer. That basically says it all. That's what Tank was about. Blood, Guts, and Beer. And look at that cover. It's also out on LP. And this was released by Raw. Is that right? I didn't even look. Yeah, Raw Power. There you go. Look at that label. They released Venom's Calm Before the Storm. Skeletons in the Closet, I think. There's some Venom compilation with a lot of good fucking Venom cuts on it. And yeah, Tank, fucking rules. Can't say much more about them than that. Next up is a fairly unseen version of Horror Epics by The Exploited. It's another, no, it's not another anagram. It's released by Conexion Records. There you go. There's the fucking label logo, if you care about that shit. This is Horror Epics by Exploited. I'm not going to go into what Horror Epics sounds like. I've talked about things, but Horror Epics, a great, underrated album from The Exploited. Basically, it's just Horror Epics, but it's got 2 extra tracks on here. And everything on here is fucking killer. One of the things I really like about Horror Epics is the fucking production of the drum sound, or just the drum sound in general, and the production. I like all of it. But a lot of people complain about the drums almost being like Killing Joke-ish, which I think honestly actually adds a lot to the atmosphere and the personality of this fucking record. Kills. All right, here we go. It's a little bit of a change of pace. Can you tell what this is? Do you know just from that cover? Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique. I mean, only the best hip-hop album, one of the best hip-hop albums ever recorded. For the use of like what this album did for sampling in hip-hop, just, I mean, changed the playing field. This is a fairly rare version on Beastie Boy Records, which was also, I think, released by Capitol, in part by Capitol. It's on the fucking J card. And, you know, you've got the insane fucking fisheye fold out of that cover. Fisheye 360 degree fold out. I love that fucking photo. You've got lyrics, which I can't even read at this point because they're so fucking small. Band photo. Beastie Boys, man, this record gets a lot of play from me still. I love this album, whether it's fucking Eggman or Shake Your Rump. The Sounds of Science, killer fucking cut. 5-piece chicken dinner. Looking down the barrel of a gun. Probably my favorite cut on this fucking album. I love it. Dust Brothers did an amazing job with production on this. There's even bits with live instrumentation. They would go on to do basically all live instrumentation on Check Your Head, which of course was the follow-up to Paul's Boutique. But as far as their back catalog goes, they never surpassed the heights that this album reached. And this, again, look at this old school fucking label on a black shell, the rainbow border. This came out in a few different versions. So the shell, I believe, was colored differently. I snagged the black because it was what I saw in the store. But you know, you can get the clear versions all day for pretty cheap. This one and the other ones with the label on the shell, you just don't see very often these days. Next up, Raw Power, fucking Mind to Kill, their third album, clear shell. Got the fucking Rat Cage Records logo right there. That super primitive typeface for the band name and the album name. This fucking album it's killer. Killer. A lot of people don't really talk about this one. First of all, love that artwork. Rules. You got the band photo. They're looking very serious there. And you got fucking, lyrics and shit. Then again, good luck reading. Shit is small as fuck. Yeah, this is just a great fucking crossover record. It's a lot more crossover than the two albums that preceded it. Especially Screams from the Gutter still had a lot of that hardcore stomp. There's hardcore on here. It's a crossover record, so of course there's hardcore on here. But it's for you bangers, it's a lot more metal friendly, I guess I would say. Not my favorite Raw Power, but I don't know. I consider it essential. I consider the first two essential. This album, this band, shit rules. Italian fucking hardcore represent. Now we're gonna go from Italy to Brazil. And who from Brazil are we going to talk about? RDP, Ratos de Prau. This is their Anarchophobia, which is like their 5th or 6th fucking release. It followed the album Brazil, which is, for my money, as far as like the, not the first record, like the first Ratos is like, doesn't sound like the albums that came after it. It's a raw, primitive, discharge, indebted statement of hardcore theory. And they kind of became more crossover after that. They kind of, if you've heard of Psychic Possessor, they kind of started the way that RDP would kind of become, and then they went to more of a hardcore sound. At any rate, I digress. This stuff is raw as fuck. It's still produced well. It sounds killer. The tracks are awesome. Old school road racer label. When did this come out? 1991. 91. This album rules. You've got Counting the Dead, great track. Death of the King, Mad Society, Born to Suffer. And you've got a killer fucking cover of Commando by the Ramones. And of course, the title track slays all fucking day. And this is a different version than what you normally see. Normally, that is not horizontal. It's like that and smaller. I just love the enlarged cover artwork on that. So, I picked this up on the internet. It ran a bit more than the other tape copy, but I dig the record. A lot of people talk a lot of shit about this album because it is not quite as lethal as Brazil, but it's still a fucking mover and a shaker, man. This shit'll fucking make you dance. RDP, killer fucking Brazilian crossover. And the last record, this is one that I don't remember where I got this or how I found out about it or why I was looking for it. But we're going to talk about Dr. Doom. I stated previously that Beastie Boys, probably in my top 3 hip-hop records of all time. This is top 5, if not top 3 as well. Dr. Doom, first come, first served. First of all, this is a repress. Don't mistake this for an original. There you go. Look at that. Number 67 out of 100. He wants you to eat a burger with rat in it. And look at his hairpiece. That's cool, Keith. Cool, Keith. It is very cool. There he is again. And fucking the Diesel Truckers, produced by the Diesel Truckers. You got Cool Keith yet again in another wig. And Cutmaster Kurt, I believe, there as well in the fake ZZ Top beard. If you haven't heard First Come, First Serve, and you're at all interested in hip-hop, rap, this shit is mind-bogglingly amazing. Dr. Doom, of course, is kind of a split personality of Dr. Octagon. In fact, if you have the album Dr. Octagon, Oncologist, he dies at the end of that, and he dies at the hands of Dr. Doom on this record. And man, this album's got some cuts on it. And Who Killed Dr. Octagon? Basically, The Admission. It's a story, people. Fucking No Chorus, another great track. Apartment 223. Y'all know who lived in apartment 223, don't you? Come on. Neighbors Next Door. That's got Jackie Jasper. There are some fucking guest features on here. Motion Man. What's a fucking Cool Keith record without Motion Man fucking guest appearing? Leave Me Alone is another great fucking track. Brothers Feel Fly. This album is killer. And on that note, I am done. And you don't have to listen to me talk anymore. I'll be back. Like I said, I had more ideas in the back burner. This is the one I chose for tonight because it's just easy. And I was playing Call of Duty. And I decided I'd do this instead. Now I'm probably going to go back to playing Call of Duty because fuck it, it's Friday, or I'll watch Grown Man Record Night. You should be watching Grown Man Record Night every Friday. Record's over. Oh, that's not on camera at all. There we go. That's on camera. Oh, look at that focus. Anyway, enough fucking around. I'm done. I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Take care of yourselves, you two.